wonderful reviewers here this morning. Mr. Felix is here, Mr. Raphael, Mr. Matthew, Mr. Lucky, and others are on their way. They are here to do justice to the newspaper headlines this morning. According to reports, there was over 90% compliance towards the sit-at-home order by IPOB in the southeast. Just Umuahia did not record such compliance. Let's look at what the paper is saying this morning. I have the Daily Trust paper with me here this morning, and also have the leadership this wonderful morning. Looking at the Daily Trust, IPOB forces residents off streets in southeast. IPOB forces residents off streets in southeast. Trapped passenger, 3 buses set ablaze in Imo State. Trapped passenger, 3 buses set ablaze in Imo State. Students miss NECO exams. Students miss NECO exams. 2 killed in bloody clash. Nnewi. 2 killed in bloody clash in Nnewi. Sit-at-home order observed in Aba, ignored in Umuahia. Sit-at-home order observed in Aba, ignored in Umuahia. Let's look at the PDP crisis. Governors failed to agree on Secondus sack. Governors failed to agree on Secondus sack. Court orders forfeiture of Okorocha's 500 properties. Court orders forfeitures of former governor of Imo State, Okorocha's properties. How bandits abducted Niger commissioner, tormented wife and baby. How bandits abducted Niger commissioner, tormented wife and baby. 9 Nigerians die of malaria every hour. 9 Nigerians die of malaria every hour. Kidnappers on rampage. Abduct commissioner in Niger. Kidnap pastor, wife, 28 others in Kwara. Kill 15. Sack 14 communities in Sokoto State. Leadership. Same with the leadership, the main headline is leadership paper this morning. Niger commissioner abducted. Joined 238 others in bandits' den. 136 Islamia pupils, 59 farmers, 33 others still in captivity. Kidnappers strike in Kwara, abduct 9, demand 30 million. Malami denies disobeying Osibajo's on APC congresses. Malami denies disobeying Osibajo on APC. And lastly, I am going nowhere. Secondus vows over PDP crisis. I have Mr. Lucky here. This morning. Good morning, sir.
Morning, Mr. Christian.
You know what is popular today? I know that I'm going to ask you about the sit-at-home order yesterday. What is your take? How do you look at it?
They are only wasting their time. I stand to be corrected on this platform. If those in Lagos cannot join, they are only wasting their time.
Okay.
Those of the people in Lagos that comes here to shout, they would have joined. They would have joined their fellow colleagues. I count it as waste of time. The so-called person they are agitating for one IPOB and some other thing. They are only wasting they are wasting their time and energy. I stand to be corrected on this platform. They can say whatever they want on this platform.
People were thinking that there wasn't going to be any kind of total compliance, but we were surprised yesterday with the way
they force the people. They force the people to stay indoor. They didn't do it willingly. It was a force, not willingly. An Igbo man cannot sit at home willingly when there is money outside. They force them to stay indoor.
How?
Look at all the 5 states. If you go out, they almost want to destroy you or kill you. So they decided to stay indoor. That's my take about the IPOB.
Now, students miss NECO exams in the whole of Southeast.
The Southeast. The reason why they missed the exam is that they are fighting for an agitation. Why must they miss? Why the stay-at-home order? They knew that NECO, they are having a major exam, mathematics, because of selfish interest.
You are very stupid.
Selfish interest. You understand? Fight selfish interest. You understand? They missed the exam. You understand? They missed the exam, which is wrong. Which is actually wrong. Which is actually very wrong. You understand? Which is very wrong. Which is very, very wrong. You understand? I will say my mind. I will say my mind. Nobody can intimidate me. Nobody. Why will you allow them? Why? For what? For what? For what? A major exam for that matter. A major exam. Mathematics. My take is this, that those that are shouting for Biafra in Lagos, none of them are saying it genuinely. None of them are saying genuinely. And that's why I've said it on this platform, that they want to turn this flip TV, to hip-hop TV. That's why for some time now you see me, I've not been coming. Let us stand our ground. Let us say our truth. Let us say what is the truth. That's my take about that.
Okay, let's move away from that so that we will not have clashes here this morning. Let's look at the bandits kidnapping in Niger State, a commissioner.
Well, first and foremost, because they refuse to address the real issue, they are coming after the ministers. They are going to come after the governors. You understand? So, as it stands like this, more issues are going to come up. Very soon they will kidnap the governors. They will kidnap all other children of the governors and the commissioner. They are gradually getting to that place. And that is very, very good.
You understand? That they are kidnapping it.
Yes, they are kidnapping them now. Those in authority that refuse to do the right thing. So they are going to be kidnapping them. That's my take about that.
Okay, lastly, let's look at PDP. Secondus is saying that it's not going anywhere.
Well, let me talk about Secondus. Secondus has to play the leadership role. What actually does the people want? What actually does the BOT want? You understand? What are their grants? They should come to a reconciliation meeting and forge ahead. You understand? And forge ahead. Are you getting what I'm saying? And forge ahead. I believe by today, the PDP is a big family. They know what to do and they know how to solve their issues.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Please, everybody. No. No, Mr. Come and talk.
You always talk nonsense. I don't
Mr. Matthew. Flip TV is not a biased platform.
I agree
Just
with
that
that.
most people that come here to speak, they have one-sided. They have a one-sided motive.
But I think people should be free to air their view. More so, if you look at the position of the Constitution, it gives people freedom of expression. Even God Himself, in His wisdom, are giving us liberty, free will. So to that extent, I don't. If we are complaining that the government should not guard the press, the government should not guard the citizens. An individual or some group of people should not impose your opinion on some other people. Somebody's opinion may be at variance with your own position, but that doesn't imply that you start intimidating that person, start trying to force that person to believe in what you believe. If you want that person to believe in what you believe, you bring a superior argument, you bring a superior behavior to entice him, not compelling him by bullying him. I don't think it's the right approach. Yes, of course.
And I also subscribe to Biafra. But I believe that somebody must be objective in what he or she is saying. If I want you to believe in what I believe in, I must use diplomatic means. What Raphael did here this morning is not
rude.
It's very
Like me, I'm a sympathizer of the Igbos, especially with the treatment of the government against them, especially as things are skewed against them, with the level of marginalization and all that. It pains me each time I see action of the government skewed against the Igbos. But that does not mean somebody cannot have a divergent view, and it doesn't mean I should vilify that person because of his view. Rather, I should engage that person constructively, objectively, to make that person see my position as a superior position. And if that person fails to see my position as a superior position, I respect him for his opinion, just as I expect him to respect me for my opinion. I think that is the way it goes.
Mr. Felix has a right to view his.
Of course, and I think
Without
he should.
being attacked by anybody.
I think he should acknowledge Mr. Raphael, because for what he did is an affront.
You need to apologize, Mr. Felix.
I think he has to do
If he
that.
doesn't apologize, Mr. Felix, he might be giving little sanction. Okay, let's move over. Over 90% compliance yesterday in the whole of Southeast. Were you surprised
I was not surprised.
with the threat of the governors?
I was not surprised because I've said it here yesterday that though I didn't conduct any survey, that Nnamdi Kanu or IPOB, as the case may be, has like over 70% support in terms of the population from the southeast. The only thing I was saying yesterday is that they should not make it a weekly ritual. It should not be a routine thing, because if you make it a weekly ritual and you continue in that trajectory, chances are that fatigue will set in. Chances are that the governors who are not comfortable, the governors from the southeast who are not comfortable with the seat at home, will find a way around it to start making people to not obey it. And at the end of the day, if people stop obeying it, they will lose that potency. So I'm not saying with this that made a statement. The government, the world know that when IPOB speaks, when it involves Kanu, that people are ready to comply, people are ready to obey. That is enough statement, that is enough signal to federal government that this man in your custody, you cannot kill him, you cannot violate the law against him, you must follow due process. So in due course, as the case progress, they look at the situation, they can throw it again. By making it a weekly ritual, you may end up losing that joker. For me, it's like a joker in the hand of IPOB and Nnamdi Kanu.
Okay.
Because if you look at the level of compliance, almost all the southeastern states, there's high level of compliance. The thing even trickle to Delta states.
Port Harcourt.
Port Harcourt. So you see that it tells you that Nnamdi Kanu's agitation is not personal. It tells you that he has proponents, he has followers who believe that he's fighting for them. And obviously, if you look at the issues he have raised, they are genuine, they have paramount importance to the average Biafran. It is no longer a news that people from the southeast are being marginalized by this government. It's no longer a news that nepotism in this government, that things are skewed against the people from southeast. And these are the basis for which this man is agitating. And I don't know the reason it is becoming difficult even for the people from the southeast, I mean the governors, the political class, to address the fundamentals. Because if you look at the last broadcast of Nnamdi Kanu during that sit at home before he was arrested, he was talking about the Igbos, the political class, the governors not rising to the occasion to recognize people who they are fallen heroes who fought during Biafra war. He made a reference to June 12th. How the Yorubas, their political class, their leaders rally round and make sure they prevail on federal government to recognize June 12th as public holiday in Nigeria in Nigerian states. That the same thing is not being seen by Igbo leaders. And if you see what is happening with Sunday Igboho, you see that every stakeholder is coming together to rally support for him, knowing that Nigerian government is not fair in the handling of the issue, knowing the reasons that gave rise to his agitation, knowing that it was the essence of the headers that the federal government have refused to address for reason best known to them, that have given rise to Sunday Igboho. As at the last count, we learned that even an Obasanjo have visited the Republic and had meeting with the president. Though we don't know the outcome of the meeting. We even learned that even the chairperson of Omolua Ailana group, is it Adebanjo also, have permanently relocated to Benin Republic for the purpose of coordinating activities to make sure the man is not extradited to Nigeria. Even the other day, when the governor of Lagos State was asked about it, he did say that the leaders, stakeholders in Southwest are working behind the scene to resolve it. So we are not seeing similar issue with leaders from the Southeast rallying support for Nnamdi Kanu. We are not seeing the governors coming together to prevail, if not for even to even have a political solution to what we are seeing in the Southeast. We expected the governors to have had series of stakeholder meetings for purpose of meeting with the federal government and trying to strike a balance if to get a political solution and get back to captivity, some people are pursuing the legality as to how he was brought to Nigeria. That's a different thing. Why some people are doing that? The political class should have done what will put them in the good book of the public, and we are not seeing that from them. Don't even forget that if you look at how IPOB was proscribed by federal government, the southeastern governors gave leeway to it. Before the proscription and gazetting of IPOB as terrorist organization by federal government, the southeastern governors have already outlawed activities of IPOB in their respective states. So they created the avenue for federal government to proscribe IPOB. It's like they sold them out.
Okay, now that students miss NECO exams.
No, students did not miss NECO exam.
And the Daily Trust is saying that students.
But some people have reported that activities of NECO examination was not disrupted. But if some students miss NECO exam, it's unfortunate. Because if you understand, yesterday, I was trying to strike a balance. Because the information we had yesterday was that Carlos brother cut off the seat at home because of the interest of students who will be writing NECO. Then the IPOB, through their spokesperson, the person of Emma Powerful, said the seat at home they are going ahead with the seat at home. But if eventually some people did not write their NECO exam, mathematics for that matter, it's unfortunate. Because that would explain the reason the Carlos brother was advocating that they should suspend yesterday's sit at home to enable students go and write the exam. It's unfortunate.
Okay, kidnappers on rampage abducts commissioner in Niger State. Kidnap pastor, wife.
It's still part of the reason we are seeing agitation in the southeast. It's still part of the reason we saw a Sunday Igboho rose to prominence. Because the federal government failed to do the needful. We cannot fail to continue to revert back to events that gave rise to Nnamdi Kanu and Sunday Igboho. Recall that in Igongo, in the North local government area of Oyo State and in the Igongo community, Wakili and Sariko of Iganga held sway in those areas. And people have been complaining about their excesses. There is even a man, I cannot remember his name, who came from abroad, a doctor, to establish a farm. The manner he was killed elicited so many reactions, and all this gave rise to Sunday Igboho. Now, look at what you are witnessing in insecurity. DPO, police, becoming vulnerable to criminals, to bandits, to herders. If care is not taken, you start seeing people trying to form small cells, trying to form groups in order to protect themselves. That is why you can see people rising in support of Sunday Igboho and Nnamdi Kanu, because people know what they stand for. They are fighting for the emancipation of their people, for the liberation of their people. And the government, I don't know, their recalcitrant behavior, their lukewarm attitude towards addressing all these issues is of concern. Why should we be seeing dereliction of duty, negligence on the part of federal government from arresting these herders, especially where what government called bandits? Shegubi have made us to know that these are Fulani herdsmen who claim that their cows have been rustled. They now take it as an excuse to take to crime. Why federal government even trying to change the narrative in the first place? Because if they are herders, they should be addressed as herders. For me, the lukewarm attitude of federal government, the lackadaisical attitude of federal government, the dereliction of duty on the part of federal government, the laziness of the part of federal government gave rise to that insecurity you just mentioned.
Okay, Peter Obi yesterday said men are more corrupt than women.
Who says so?
Peter Obi. I just want your thoughts on that.
Peter Obi has sway as the governor of Anambra State at a point. So to what extent do we see him fight corruption? I'm not saying he himself is corrupt, but I believe in his state there were people who were corrupt. And as a governor, he was privy to some classified information about who and who we have looted the government treasury. So to what extent did he make effort to bring people to justice, to book? We can see in Imo State what is happening. Hope Uzodinma has successfully gone to court to make sure that court said that the former governor, Rochas Okorocha, should permanently forfeit about 47 properties. You can call Hope Uzodinma names, but however I look at it, a court have made pronouncements. And the way it stands, they said that judgment is obtained by a superior court. As of today, those properties stands forfeited to Imo State government.
That means he embezzled
in the face of the law, by the wisdom of the court that have given the judgment, those properties were illegally acquired through different means. It is not, except otherwise, there's a superior court that obtained that judgment. The way it stands today, those properties stands forfeited to Imo State government. So what I'm saying in essence is, Peter Obi as a governor of Imo State, to what extent did he use his good office as a governor to fight corruption? It's not about trying to play to the gallery. I don't have anything against him, but since if he was speaking as somebody who have not had opportunity to occupy such position, I would have listened to him. But as somebody who have had the opportunity to be in that position, I don't think he should be advising us. Rather, he should do the needful while he was in the saddle. Just like I would not listen to Ewike when he was busy shouting about Amechi's governance, administration, and embezzlement. When you have all these instruments, you have all the power, you have access to classified information to prosecute him. If actually you are sure what you are saying, you didn't do it. Just like we can see from Imo State now, what a governor have done. The governor did not wait for EFCC to come and arrest and prosecute Okorocha. The governor did not start complaining that he have written petition, EFCC refused to act. Rather, they set up a committee. The committee produced a white paper. Consequent upon the white paper, they went to court, and court acted and delivered judgment. In the same manner, I expected Peter Obi to have done similar thing. If he had done that and is complaining now, I would have listened to him. Just like I will not listen to Wike or any serving governor if they are complaining that somebody was corrupt in his state or one gender is more corrupt than the other. I will not listen to them.
Okay, any final thoughts?
My final thought is that Nigerian politicians should always play by the rule. That impunity is what is destroying our political system. That they fail to allow internal democracy to strive. Just like what is happening in PDP now. We have a situation where some vested interests want to force a legitimately elected incumbent national chairman to resign so that it will pave way for a critical committee that is not even known to the law of the state in the first place. If care is not taken, they will end up in creating a scenario, a situation where PDP may not have candidates come 2023. And I don't know why. It's like there is a particular person, stakeholder, a governor in that party who have inordinate ambition. He's always at the center of any controversy that has to do with changing the party leadership. And this thing we are seeing is replicated in all the parties in Nigeria. You have a situation where internal democracy is lacking. Somebody is elected into office that is due to expire in 4 months' time, and they want the man out by all means because of pecuniary interest, because of inordinate ambition. So my advice and my final take is that our political class should allow the rule of law to strive. They should allow internal democracy to strive in the various political parties. Okay. And they should even deepen our democracy to the point where we start having independent candidacy. Thank you very much.
Okay, Mr. Matthew, please prevail on Mr. Raphael to apologize to Mr. Felix.
I pray if Raphael is here, I would have cancelled him. Because for me, like I just said earlier on, anybody reserve rights to his opinion. By providence, by God himself, in his wisdom, he gave us free will. So if God did not impose his will on us, who are you as an individual to impose your will on somebody? Somebody's opinion may annoy you. You may not be comfortable with it, but you should learn how to respect people for their opinion, because people are respecting you for your own opinion. Like me, like I said I'm a sympathizer of IPOB of the Igbos. I'm from Delta State, Igbo speaking part of Delta State. I want to be precise. So I have him each time I see the government treat the Igbo in a way that is inhuman. It pains me because they are my brother. So that does not mean that if I see somebody who do not see it the same way I see it, I should vilify him, I should condemn him, I should abuse him, I should insult him. So for me, I think Raphael should apologize to Mr. Felix. If I see him, I will talk to him.
Okay, thank you very much. Mr. Lucky, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Hold on.
People are saying, why should Raphael apologize? Who is Mr. Felix?
You see, Rapper has to apologize, and the reason is that we are teamwork. I think we have been, I'm particularly, I'm being bus stop now more than 30 years. Speaking to camera, I don't insult people. So it doesn't mean if Felix says something, he has right. Rafa has right. So you don't need to counter him in front of camera. That's why we have debate. That's why we have Chelsea, Mayo, or Arsenal, or Bayern Munich. When they're on field, everybody can score. It doesn't mean I should take ball to your post, and because you are my brother, I should not score you. It's a competition. And we are here to entertain viewers. We are here to have our own view in our mind, to review the paper every morning. So I have right to say whatever I see. He has right. Let it counter me, except if we are together. We can counter ourselves as we normally do. But doesn't mean I should stop him. You know, abusing him, letting causes. There's some viewer that will like it. There's some viewer that are not going to like it. So he has to apologize. Yes. He says, okay, let me give you a sample now. If by the time the IPOB said, everyone should sit at home, and Carlo brother, who is the front brother, front person, brother came and said, nobody should sit at home. Are you going to kill him? That's the question. Are you going to kill him? So, what they are doing, what he's doing, if they are fighting government, fight government. That is government. But do you know how many people view this, our Flip TV, all over the world? Do you think even the IPOP is everybody that IPOP in your home there? Do you remember the language? Carlo, he said, the most betrayed, they are my brothers. So please, Rapper has to apologize. He has to apologize because we work in a team. We disagree sometimes and agree. So that's my own opinion.
Okay, over 90% compliance yesterday in the Southeast. Were you surprised?
You see, yes. If that complier have complied to in Lagos and Abuja, I would have loved it most. Because if that compliance take place in Lagos, or Abuja, or Port Harcourt, government will be in trouble now. People will rise up, both the Hausas, both the Yorubas, both other tribes, they will rise up and condemn it. And by that they condemn it, it's a way of condemning this government in power. So I would have liked the same way the Igbos in Lagos. Because if you go to Lagos, I would tell more than 65% or 40% of people in Lagos go to Orile, go to Festa, go to so many Pramot of it, even Lambe, Ogun State, everywhere. It be by Igbos. So that's why I call them Igbo are the Nigerians. Can't do without them. I am not saying because I'm here to praise them or not to praise them. If you like, hate me. If you like, don't hate me. But I'm going to tell the truth. Igbo are the real Nigerians. If that complier have made in Lagos lock all the shops, all the pharmacies, all the spare parts, every part, go all corner, it will be a disaster for Nigeria. But we have bad government that doesn't listen. But there was a complaint in that Southeast that the directive before was everybody sit at home. But at the end, Carlo brother came and said nobody should comply. Complete order. They need to unite. They need to unite. If there's no unite, it's a big problem. If there's no unite, Igbo need to unite. If you are fighting yourself, how do you think you can get what you want? You need to unite. If they are not unite, so we needed to unite. But by that they unite, we the South. We see, let me tell you, Igbos, our brothers. We are together. We can't fight. We cannot argue here. When we argue, we come back again. That is the beauty of this work of Flip TV. It's a beauty. Have you understand me? We agree and disagree. So I like the complier in the Southeast, but that thing that take place is Lagos and Abuja to send a warning signal to the president.
NECO exams, students missed NECO exams.
That is what my brother was saying. That is what my brother was saying when Mr. Raf challenged him. No, what my brother was saying, Felix is an Edo man. He is saying the children might not happy concerning that stopping of that NECO. But after all, those who finish exam, since graduate, no job for them. I don't understand me. So it's good. I'm happy that the complier was very, very good. But my own is that NECO of a thing is that I think the exam is still continue.
If you don't write maths, you know maths is a very
they can give another date for them to write. It's not their fault. It's not the children's fault.
You know, NECO is by the federal government.
I know.
So are you going to tell me that the federal government will shift grounds?
We have a one of our brother, Igbo brother, the Minister of State under education is an Igbo man. He should go and try and do his work. If he don't let that one, he did for the Igbos. They will remember him. Let me go and talk to the Minister of Education, Adamu, or the President. Allow them to write that in mathematics. I believe it's good. Let him go and try and get that one for the Igbos. They must write mathematics. After all, everybody that finished school today, they have not got a job. So this government is a failure government. So government should allow them to write that mathematics. That is my own text in that area.
Okay, kidnappers on rampage. Abduct commissioner in Niger State, kill 15, sack 40 communities. We are seeing kidnapping. Now he has gotten to the commissioners.
A commissioner is too small, sef. If they take governor one day, Nigeria will be serious. The governors, one governor.
Do you think it's possible?
It's possible.
The entourage that the governor has.
Forget that one. When Boko Haram strike in Borno, how many times the governor run away in Borno? If they are taking that governor, Nigeria will be serious. I will tell you, kidnapping will continue. As far as people are benefit from that particular area, kidnapping cannot stop. Understand me? Government is encouraging kidnapping because one, my brother, things are very expensive. You know now, no food, no tea, no money. Money is not circulating. Every day you hear government is borrowing billions. Where are the billions going? So where the kidnapper are hearing billions, they only know government only know how to pay ransom. Government know how to pay ransom, sort of channeling that money for business. So that's why the kidnapping will continue. It will not stop because this government in power, I don't even love them because they don't have wisdom. The economy is down. Everything in education is down. Hospital doctors are strike. So what do you expect people who cannot eat to do? They go kidnap. So the thing is, let me tell you, paper doesn't report everything. Kidnapping is going on every day by day. They kidnap, but you are going to southeast, south, southwest, or north. They are kidnapping because it's a commissioner. That's why media carry it. They kidnap poor people. So this is going every day by day because we have no government. If I said yesterday that this hunger strike we are, something will happen.
Oh, it's only Monday, Abi?
Not only Monday, till the end of this month, something will happen. What will happen is that I pray God should keep those two leaders in London where they are, or America. They should not come back to Nigeria. God should keep them because the moment they come again, problem will start again now. God, things are being done now. Thanks of
with the kidnap of
No, I'm not kidnapping. Continue going on, but things of over. Things are bad under him too. Before now, what I expect is that anytime president travel, I expected the vice president to take over. But since Buhari travel now, I've not heard from the vice president whether he been locked up or what is he doing as well. So before, when the president travel, Osibanjo will be doing up and down, doing things. Nigeria will come down. But today, since the day he sacked the DSS, now nothing have done under him.
Charity Abakwam is saying they should release Evans because this government is encouraging kidnapping and killing.
We have people that even more than Evans. We have people, let me tell you, the security agency, that Bakari, they think this work is a lie because of the money that is collected. They make him to work because of the money. So we have those who will more than Evans who are kidnapping. Yesterday, you want to tell me, has Evans kidnapped commissioner? Do you know how powerful commissioner of information? Do you know how powerful commissioner information for the whole estate? Has Evans kidnapped something like that? So we have more people who are kidnapping. We have 200 and the commissioner will make it 230 something people. They kidnap. It is not
240.
Yes, the commissioner. Thank God, it's a mob of them. Let it test that place. Let it test it. One day they will kidnap governor. They will kidnap governor. Yes.
I'm president.
Even the president, the president doesn't even have but he don't have anything. So what are they going to kidnap for him?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Lucky.
Thank you.
You want to give an information?
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, viewers, for all the effort you've done so far with respect to Sunday's issue. But surprisingly, I was discussing with him yesterday and even this morning, though he's seated there now, to discover that the leg is worsening. The thing has even spread to the second leg. And from what he told me, that the thing is even bringing out maggots. And it's a worrisome situation that even the thing has defied orthodox remedy to the point that the hospitals are rejecting that they cannot handle it. So we are saying that whatever, even outside orthodox remedy, whatever anybody know how to handle such issue, that every contribution will be welcome. I don't know, Sunday, I don't know if you can come so that it doesn't look as so that they will see what we are saying. As the guy the thing have entered the second leg.
Abeg, if you come, pan to.
Abeg, just
Please for me.
see if you can focus the camera on you.
I be don't want to talk about the information. But me I don't tire.
Okay.
And they have got a situation where even hospitals are saying that they can no longer handle it. So anybody that have any other solution whether how to go about it is welcomed. I don't know whether you have anything to say, Mr. Locke.
First of all, I want to thank the viewers who helped the first time. You know, this kind of thing, how we say both spiritual and prayer, we need it. And I believe some of our viewers in abroad there, most of them are pastors, are doctors. As my brother Matthew said, you have done well the first time. You have done well. Seriously, it's not easy. You know, things are very good. Not to say things are bad. You have been doing a wonderful job for Sunday. But what as he said, now this has become something else. If not because of that response, that first response, we don't know what happened that first time to him. Thank God for the fund that came in, and we monitor it and utilize it. But now I believe we still need support, kinds of spiritual prayer and everything that you need. I think we have doctors who are obese, and please, viewers, I want to thank you again. If there's any idea, any support, you can render again. We appreciate, because
Whether financially,
advice,
whether solution
generally. I want to thank you again, the viewers, for the first response you make. We are happy. We know you are there. In case any problem, you only help us. We will not get problem in Jesus' name. And you too, God bless you. You will not get kind of accident like this where you are. America, London, Germany, the soil there will bless you. As you are watching, God bless you. Thank you. I believe most of you will respond in time. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. I have Mr. Kule this morning. Mr. Kule, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, and good morning, viewers. I'm fine, Christian.
Yeah. Yesterday you were missing in action. Yesterday.
I have to mix and prepare the burial. You know, I have the burial that I have to. So we've done the wakekeeping. We're just trying to, fix up and bury the old man that died. So, and I want to thank the viewer for the support they've been giving to us here, and just.
Okay, that's wonderful. Yesterday's startup order was there was 90% compliance, over 90% compliance. Were you surprised or you expected it?
No, I'm not surprised. I've been saying this, that in a place where there's no government, where there's no governance, the non-state actor will take over. Right, and it's when the order of Nnamdi Kanu in the southeast is even more popular than the order of the governor that said people should not obey, accept people that will obey. The civil servant that did not show up in the office, they will lose their salary. But they all ignore this because the majority, the voice of the oppressed is at work now. The voice of the oppressed is at work now, and that is why everybody just believe in the order and everybody stay at home. So I won't blame the person that gave the order, because when there's a lacuna in governance, right? What do you expect is for the non-state actors that could fix up things will come up and do the needful that the elected, leaders we have could not do. At least they were there when all these things, started degenerating into this chaos like this, to this level. What was their voice? Did they raise voice that time? Did you hear their voice? But now that the non-state actor like Nnamdi Kanu, and the same thing is happening, mind you, in the Oduduwa nations too. Your Oduduwa agitators, same thing is happening. When the whole issue started, all the leaders, they kept mum. They could not talk until the whole thing boomerang into a national and international affairs now, until they now see the reason why they have to talk. So that's why I said we don't need leaders in this country that always sleep in slumber. We need a leader that will realize they are sleeping in slumber and they wake up in slumber at the right time. And it's always good in life to be proactive. You always have to be proactive, because all these things, the federal government see it coming. and they are treating it with kid gloves, and now it has boomerang on them now. So it's now Nnamdi Kanu is even more powerful now than majority of the eastern states, leaders. So that is what he's showing off now. So give kudos to him, and I'm sure the federal government should come up now of way of dialoguing with him, so that we can all sit down and judge, not war to, break up our grievances one by one and settle it one by one. If it is Biafra nation, if it is restructuring, if it is Oduduwa nation, let everybody sit down. What has been you people, anger? What has been the cause of your anger? What is the problem? Is it the oppression? Is it this thing? Let everybody come to table, like a father and son, like a leader and the ruled, so that we all sit down and iron out our issue. If it is we want referendum on restructuring, let everybody sit down and be consulted, because we never had a constitution. This is a result of how the foundation of Nigeria that's been on a shaky, lay on a shaky background. So that is what we're facing now. In a country, in a house that does not have a strong foundation, it has to be shaky. The house has to be shaky, and the house will always be on verge of collapse. And I see that is what is going on.
Yeah. Okay. Unfortunately, they missed NECO exams.
Yeah. That's my own concern. I was telling one of my brothers there from Southeast there, that what is the future of those kids that miss NECO exam? Is it their own sacrifice that they are going to pay to? But these guys you're depriving a year not to write exam. They might ended up jeopardize the remaining year for them, because you don't know whether it's the future Biafra president is among them. That really touched me, that the kids are supposed to face their NECO, and NECO is once in a year. NECO is once in a year, and once they don't get it done this year, I don't know how the next year is going to be. But let us all think about the future of the youths. We are fighting for the liberation for betterment of the whole nation or the whole region, but we should think about the youth, the upcoming youth, because the opportunity we had then, they never had it this time. They are beating the children that have been born into this dispensation now, in this dispensation, because they are the children that are coming to the world to face hardness, poverty, hardship in everything. But when we were still young, I could say we still enjoy this country a bit. But the children now, we shouldn't deprive them of their right to become somebody. So that exam that majority of the southern kids southeast kids did not write, youth, and that are supposed to write NECO did not write yesterday. It's really pained my heart, and I'm not so happy about that.
Somebody say, who NECO help?
Who NECO help? You might say that. You might say that. There are some people that had ambition. Those kids, some of them have ambition to become who they want to be. And we don't need to gag them not to become who is NECO? Nobody NECO help. But everyone help those who help themselves. So we have to help ourselves to a stage. Even if NECO is not helping, you have to help yourself. The government is not helping. Are you not helping yourself? No, you're not helping yourself. Will NECO help? Will government help? That's just it. But we still have to help ourselves.
Somebody saying, with even the NECO, would students have job at the end of the day?
That is the problem. But you see, the two wrong don't make it right? Two wrong don't make it right. If the children doesn't have job, but children can be placed on international scholarship, on can go to portal where they can get admitted into international the schools in diaspora. You have to start your foundation, build your foundation. Don't just be like Nigeria that has no foundation. If you know that your country has no foundation, you have to start building your own foundation on your own. So the issue of you who NECO help, you have to prepare yourself for opportunities to come. If there's no opportunity in this country, that doesn't mean you cannot have diaspora opportunity, right? There are a lot of Nigerians fleeing Nigeria, and even up to Benin Republic, to have their education, to fix up their education, because Nigeria education is totally in disarray. So what do you expect now is, you don't sleep walking. You have to be at alert. Say any opportunity can come, and you have to prepare for the opportunity.
Okay, let's look at the way the Southwest leaders are handling Sunday Igboho's issue, and looking at how the Southeast leaders are also handling Nnamdi Kanu's compare and contrast.
The Southwest, they just wake up from the slumber, because we all knew what happened during Abiola saga. A lot of Southwest leaders, they sold out Abiola. and they sold out Abiola, and we are looking at it now that they are waiting for them whether there will be an recurrence of it. So the Southwest, they've learned their lesson. And the youth have learned their lesson too. They've learned their lesson. They've known who went wrong under Abiola, and they don't want any issue like that to occur again. So the leaders, they are being watchful because they don't want to repeat the same mistake that they repeated. So for the Southwest to rally, leaders to rally around Igboho, they have to be forced to rally around Igboho, because the issue of Igboho is not more a political issue, it's a Southwest generally, which concern an average man like me, an average man like any Southwest, people. So enough is enough of playing double standards to us. So we are telling them, we've told the Southwest people, leaders, we don't want double standard. It's either you are for us or you are for them. You are for the oppressors. If either you are with your people or you are with the oppressor, because you will serve, you will leave that place, you will still come back home. And when you when you spoil the home you are calling, which home will you have to stay?
Okay, they don't give us an information.
Yeah. Thank you very much. You see, that's why I love my people, viewers in US, America, all over the world. God bless you. I can see the response. Just 2 minutes now. We say it. I can see the pouring of gifts.
20.
Yes. 20 pounds, 50 pounds. See, let me tell you something, viewers. This time around, we want to make sure this fund be managed properly. Now we are appointing our coordinator, who is Mr. Christian, to make sure that all generator fund will use it to make sure Sunday now that leg heal properly. And I promise it on Tuesday, me and Mr. Matthew and Kule, who took Sunday to one woman of God in Oshodi, go and see him, both spiritual and physical. But meanwhile, both medical. I will make sure that Mr. Christian, who is the journalist and the coordinator, make sure every fund we are going to drop his account, not Sunday account again, so that we will be able to properly monitor the fund and make sure that leg go. And I want to thank the viewers who are just 2 minutes we said. I can see the response of our brothers and sisters. You can see, that's why we say we love everybody. We are together. If anything happens, we solve it just the way you are responding. I said, God will bless you. Everyone that you prick, God will double for you anywhere you are there. God bless you. Remain, you will live long. May God bless you. You can see both Raf, both Kule, both Matthew and our brother. And I want to thank Philip TV, the executive, because Sunday we were last Sunday to die. Sunday will never die. Not even Buhari that will kill him. God bless you as you respond. Thank you. My name is Lucky Edonobi, Lagos.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We appreciate you.
Okay. Thank you very much for that speech by Mr. Lucky. And please, as much as you can, you should
drop the account number. The account number.
Call the account number.
I've dropped it. I've dropped it.
Call the account number, please, let them know, please.
I've dropped it.
Okay, yeah. He has dropped the account to the platform. Please, as you donate, God bless you. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Kunle.
Yeah.
You see, one thing about we here is that we support ourselves.
Oh, really?
We one another's keeper.
Yeah.
We support one another.
Yeah.
In case of anything that happens. That's why we are calling for a country whereby the federal government needs to take care of its citizens. If you have hospitals that are functioning, would this be happening Sunday?
I'm telling you, hell. This country is hell. This country is hell on earth. You see, the issue where you have leaders that they sneak out of country to take care of, to attend to their medical issues, and they leave us in abject, deteriorating health facilities here. You know, it's I mean, their kids are secured. Their kids are secured. They fly their kids out for medical treatment. But we Nigerians, we the unfortunate Nigerians that could not afford to travel abroad for medical treatment. We are the one, you know, feeling the brunt, man. The brunt, man. And what I'm just saying, when will this thing end? When will this madness end? As you're talking, our president is in UK with the pretense of that he's going for a conference and he still want to use that to, you know, check his medical, you know, check his doctors up over there. And we have Aso Rock Clinic, in which his wife came out one time that the Aso Rock Clinic is as good as you know, as a what's it called, as a net center, what's it called, you know. So it's for number one citizen who happens to the president's medical clinic doesn't have the befitting equipment to treat Mr. President in this country. Is a big shame. That means the country is just big for nothing. We are just big nation for nothing. That's why the other African countries don't respect us any longer. Nobody respect Nigerian again. Even the Ghanaians. I've been with a Ghanaian in this same Nigerian riding a transport, commercial transport, telling me, did I think we have government? There's no government. Yeah, a Ghanaian telling me that. A Ghanaian for that matter is one of these cab driver. And he picked me up suddenly. There was hiking fear. And I said, why are you people doing like this? Say, so deal is tone. I noticed that he's a Ghanaian. I said, you Ghanaian, you are still joining our people to put hardship on us. He said, which people? Do you have government at all? See, look at your police collecting bribe everywhere. You know, it's you know, I was so shocked and I was so insulted with that statement. So is this a country we want to belong with, where we have no value again? Everybody's running. Everybody's running. Even if I have my way to, I will find my way out. Because I can't stay in this mess any longer. I can't stay in this mess. God loves us, but we don't have the love that God gave to us among ourselves. Well, the civic space is big enough for everybody, for God's sake. The civic space called Nigeria is big enough. It's big enough for Yoruba. It's big enough for Igbo. It's big enough for Hausa. Every one of us, there's a space for us. It's a blessed country, but the human in us has turned it to a woeful country. So what it is now, I don't even know how we going to drive. I don't know how we going to liberate ourselves. But because the youths gone, the brain has been malfunctioning now. Majority of youths now, their brain has been malfunctioning because of the stress, of the suffering. You know, people are not thinking well. That's just it. People are not thinking well. So I don't know where we're going in this country. I don't know who is going to lead us. The masses that will rise up, among the youth to start with, because I'm not talking of those, because I've deleted them, that I don't even want to know any that I have a leader. So who is going to lead us to the promised land? Who is the masses among the youths now, that we youth, for us to know that our life matters? Who is going to be the Moses to lead us to the promised land? And thank God for all this Kanu and Igboho. They started it. I might not be in full support of the violence aspect of it. I don't even think any one of them has carried out violence like what the bandits and this thing are doing. Putting, you know, dropping a whole Air Force fighter jet down, shooting them down. And this is the heinous criminality I've ever seen in the country. But were they being prosecuted? Were they being, you know, charged in court? No. They are just giving them well done boys, you know, at the back, spatting them at the back, well done, because we've not seen any one of them. We've not seen anyone on trial. We've not seen any bandits on trial. We've not seen any Boko Haram on trial. Even the Boko Haram, one of the Boko Haram that went with Chibok girls, that kidnapped the Chibok girls, is back now and it's been given amnesty after impregnating a girl that is supposed to shape her life, but they've destroyed that girl's life with pregnancy by a Boko Haram, a terrorist, and that guy now has been given amnesty. So what a country are we?
Any final thoughts?
And my final thought is your liberation. Let every one of us put out our thinking cap. Our liberation cannot come from any leaders you voted for. There, your liberation is in your hand. You take up the fight and liberate yourself, because once you give up, you are dead in this country.
Thank you very much. That is a wonderful from Mr. Kunle. I'm supposed to have Mr. Raphael, but he's not here this morning. I don't know if I want to have the opportunity of having Mr. Odige on my platform this morning. Good morning, Mr. Odige.
Yeah, good morning.
Yesterday, sit-at-home order, 90%, over 90% compliance.
Yes.
What are your thoughts?
Yeah. You see, this is at home issue. It's a one-sided issue of the thing. It's for the people in the north, in the southeast.
Port Harcourt.
Yeah, Port Harcourt is south-south. Yeah, Delta might have a sympathy because of proximity.
They observe the sit-at-home.
Yeah, proximity. Proximity. They decide.
You know that Delta is part of.
No, Delta is not part. They're having some small sympathy for their Igbo brothers. That's how I see it. Because soon, the northern part of Delta will go away. They will have their own Anioma state soon. They will go. The Robos and the Shakiri and the Ijo can be together. So the sit-at-home issue of it.
Are you surprised that they adhere to the sit-at-home?
Yes, because in sympathy. That's how we look at it, sympathy.
Or solidarity?
Yes, sympathy and solidarity, that's the word for it. Because you see, look, let me tell you one thing. You see, this southeast of the people, I don't like dwelling on it because it's a sensitive issue. But I will say one thing. The southeast people, I will advise them a good advice. They might say, my mouth is smelling. Let them go back to the drawing board. Go and see where they made a mistake. Because everybody is given a chance, an opportunity to go back to the drawing board and look at how do they go about these things. They have agitations. They have certain things. They are being maligned. They are being marginalized in one way or the other. You see me, I am a South man. I don't have issue with Nigeria. The Committee of Nations called Nigeria.
3% is enough for you?
I don't mind.
Host community?
I don't mind.
But the host communities are disagreeing with the federal government.
Yes, let them disagree, and they take it to the Hollow Chamber and debate
that means
it.
They have an issue. South also have an issue.
Yeah, yes, they have.
With the federal government.
Yes, we know. But I will tell you one thing. It's all about sympathy and solidarity. You see, the issue for using violence to solve problem does not hold water. The southeast.
Somebody is saying, Johnny Wise isn't saying that I should tell you that the Deltans are Biafrans.
Not all. The Urobos, the Shakiri, the Isoko. The Urobos are the more people in Delta State. Urobos. They can't be Biafra. It cannot happen.
Okay.
It cannot happen. So the take is, the sit at home is a good welcoming development, that adherence, that they are coming with one head now. Agreements, which is good for them. But they should go back to the drawing board and see where, and look at those gray areas, and tighten them up. And come with a good, well-packaged, fine-tuned proposal that has a referendum biased attitude, and look into it. How do they debate it in the House? Because it's the Senate.
What House?
The Senate, Hollow Chamber. Because they are the
hostility of the federal government towards agitators.
No. See, it's
there an opportunity for this people to bring this to the House and debate on it.
Yes, we will say. We will look at it logically. They claim the federal government is hostile toward their cause, but it can be looked into. There is no issue.
Hostile towards their cause. The leaders in the southeast they are not on the same terms.
Oh yes.
So I suppose you advise that they have this parley with the leaders in that region, before they can now take it to the House.
Yes. That's a good. Yes. What I'm is on that suggestion from you, which is a good one, that they coming together. The 5 governors, because they are the leaders there. they could come as a coalition force, mediate within themselves, look at the way forward and help them. But
Do you see this government accepting a proposal for Biafra to have its freedom?
no, I don't see
how
it. I don't see it. You know why I don't see it? You know why I don't see it? You see, the issue for seceding,
Agitation,
agitation,
not seceding, agitation.
agitations and the likes, to have your own government, emancipation of the Niger Delta is a very sensitive issue. Very sensitive issue. Very sensitive issue. They need to sit down and agree, like you said, with their various leaders. Who are the 5 governors? Let them go back, get a drawing board, and get the wavering function, and have a truce. White flag, put it up. Have a truce. Call for a truce. Raise a white flag, and move on. Okay. So that we can have a headway and call this country a good country.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for having me on your program.
Thank you.
Very much. It's a pleasure.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for being with us. I was using style to wait for Mr. Raf. Mr. Raphael. Oh, Mr. Sunday is here. Good morning, Mr. Sunday.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
Good morning, everyone.
As if you are a prominent person now, you are a governor now.
I don't
They
know.
will fly you to London.
I don't know because myself. What?
They will fly you to London.
Yeah,
You and Buhari would
I
be in the same
God
hospital.
forbid if I see Buhari for London, say me I go pursue
You
am
have to
now.
escape the hardship in this
Yes,
country.
now the hardship for Nigeria too much. Now the doctor they went to strike and people they got
Yes,
to
doctors
that.
are on strike.
Even the general hospital they tell me that many of the doctors advise me that what happened to me is not English medical treatment. He only take because they treat almost like 3 months. They have been treating, no improvement. They do everything. I take, if I don't make mistake, I take almost 50 something antibiotic injection. No improvement. The doctor had to tell me that this is not a medical issue. So I should find local place. And me, and someone that I don't like all herbally, but we are praying to God that God should direct us to the right way. You understand? Because my problem now is the leg, not any other thing. I don't have anything, nothing concern me now. If the problem is my leg, let the leg go. I will be strong, and we will be strong to fight for freedom. Because I'm voice for the voiceless. And it's
Sunday one, voice
for the voiceless. We are voice for the voiceless. We fight for people that cannot talk for themselves. And I thank everyone. I don't know that people like us, but I appreciate people for the first time. Now, it's not that I know I've bring my body to many people, but please, as you have tried, God, I always pray that even my enemy will not pass through what I'm passing through. It's only me.
Something I should ask you, are you diabetic?
I'm not diabetic. No kind of test we have not done. We have done diabetes test. We have done that sugar test. They do cholesterol test. They do scanning. They scan everything. Even that thing only scan. I do it. That was almost 40-something thousand then. Because when you do all these things now in Nigeria, many things have caused. We do scan before they start treatment. They do everything. They do sugar level test. There's everything. My sugar level is okay. And myself, I confused. I shed tears. I don't know what I do to deserve it. I only ask God that. Even yesterday night, if you look at my eye, I have not slept morning till night. You understand? So I have not slept even from that night till morning because of pain. My brother, sometimes I come here with stress because I know that people are willing to hear our voice. That's why I try every morning to come out, but I don't want to begin to open it. You understand?
Yeah.
So thank you, everyone.
Let me chip in something. I think there's a cherry news this morning. The God has been fighting our battle for us,
Yes,
and the God has put asunder into these two parties that have put us to this level now. APC, they are in disarray. PDP, they are in disarray now. So the youth now, we have to wake up and seize the opportunity so that we chase them away. They are fighting themselves now. God is put asunder into them.
The APC, the PDP, they are dead living now.
Yes,
Thank you for that.
So my brother, which question did you make?
Just one question. Just talk about receipt at home order yesterday. Over 90%
You know, I told you that the Eastern governor, they don't have power. You know why? Because they have already disgraced themselves. They make themselves to be useless. That is why they have no power over the Eastern people again. You know why? Because the Eastern people have already choose who to follow, and that person that they choose to follow is Nnamdi Kanu. They can follow any other that come for Nnamdi Kanu. I told you that when a governor will put a law before Nigeria now, there are people who listen to that law. Either the governor use soldier or police to push them inside, because they have disvalued themselves as a leader. That is what you are seeing today. You are seeing. Look at the state of Nigeria now. Only yesterday, Katsina, Zamfara, Niger State, kidnapping, killing. Only Nigeria in the whole African country that become a kidnapping den. Every day and morning, kidnapping den. Only Nigeria, you the whole African country. Only you used to hear that they kidnapping Ghana. Even though you to hear that they kidnapping Chad, but no Nigeria be kidnapped then. Because of the northern people turn themselves to a kidnapper every day. All the herdsmen, they begin to kidnap. That's why Sheikh Ugumi said they are kidnapping to make money. They don't go to school. People that go to school, you don't know that they want to close education in northern part of Nigeria. Like Kaduna State now, no school for now. Maybe very soon Zamfara will follow. Very soon Niger State will follow. Because Bronuna, the IDP people say, I don't know whether they are going to school. Because the northern people want to close. And that is why I said before, why the Eastern youth are complying to the world order of Nnamdi Kanu is because they love him and they are lovers of freedom. They want to go out of so-called Nigeria. In Nigeria, where their president go for education summit, they return again. Till today, Nigeria president never come back for London, no. Other country president don't come back. We don't know what they do for there. He did there. He there for London. People, all the whole African president, Kenya, even the Kenya, in counterpart, where Korobai went to arrest Nnamdi Kanu, he go there. Those ones don't go back to their country. But only Buhari refused to come back because he knows that the country itself, he don't tire him. But he cannot resign. Why? What are you doing there as the seat of a president? Oga president Buhari, medical vacation. Now that medical now go kill him. Every year they go medical checkup. That's why I see now he went for medical checkup. All the whole doctor, federal government, all the federal hospital in Nigeria, the doctor are on strike. He did not say anything about it, but because he have a aeroplane, he have private jet, Nigeria private jet, that will fly him to London for checkup. We will not get where to go again, make we die for here now. That is his plan. That is why I say Buhari did not come for good, he come for destruction. But time will tell. When the people rise up against him, thank God for the Igbo youth, thank God for the Saudi youth. They are not like the way that the northern people are turn their youth to coward, turn their youth to agboro, kidnapper, everything. That is the same thing. If care is not taken, some of the governor, even though not be say care is not taken, many governors of Yoruba land want to also use their youth the way the northern are using it. They don't know anything again. The northern youth, they don't know anything again because the governor there come out their value, take away their value and make them useless. And that is, if care is not taken, that is the same thing that the governor of Yoruba state want to do to their youth. But I thank God we have a reasonable one in Yoruba land. That is our brother. Ifra Nima is not my brother. Thank you, everyone. I don't have much to say.
Thank you very much.
God bless you.
Thank you very much. Mr. Raf.
Yeah,
Before you say
Mr.
Mr. Raf, me and you will fight here this morning.
Yeah, what happened?
You need to apologize. Not because of what he said to Mr. Felix.
Okay, I apologize to Mr. Felix, but I still stand on the point that no Igbo man was sitting at his home or house yesterday that is a selfish person. I repeat that again. No Igbo man who sat back in his house yesterday eating and drinking with children because of the sit at home order issued by Nnamdi Kanu was a selfish person. Let me tell you what Felix said anyway. Let me just protest my point. He said that sitting back at home yesterday defines the Igbos as selfish people. Because of what? NECO examination. The pupils that missed their NECO mathematics examination yesterday are sitting for the exams right now. It is a national something. They will still take it. They are sitting back for the exams now. That did not make an Igbo man a selfish person yesterday. Let me tell you, sit at home order issued by Nnamdi Kanu has redefined the political issues ravaging southeastern Nigeria in the recent times. Should I come out with a point here? It has indicated that Nnamdi Kanu is 100% in control of Igbo leadership.
You might be overbearing by using 100%. Just say a bit over 50%.
No. Let me tell you, the Igbo politicians are no longer in control.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Igbo's politicians are no longer in control of the Igbo nation anymore. And even they are, the compliance wouldn't have been 99.99999%. Yesterday, the people that defied that order, I think they are having stories to tell. Nobody's forcing it on anybody, but the evidence is so clear that Nnamdi Kanu was illegally brought back to Nigeria, though he has dual citizenship.
Okay.
Buhari regime in connivance with Uhuru Kenyatta's regime in Kenya kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu at Nairobi airport and ferried him back to Nigeria, blindfolding the guy, the innocent guy. What did he say of these two presidents? What did he say, or does he say, of Kenya and Nigeria? They are running illegal governments. Jomo Kenyatta's son, Osman Danfodio's son, Buhari, two of them are running illegal governments. So if Nnamdi Kanu issues sit-at-home order in the southeastern Nigeria, he is doing such order instruction to Igbo man, not Yoruba man, not Hausa man, not Fulani man, not British man. So what happened? One of our sons, if I could be a woman, husbands. If I could be a small boy, uncles, is being detained illegally by DDSS. Yes. Accusing him of all manner of charges, illegal crimes that he did not commit, treasonable felony, terrorism, killing, illegal possession of arms. When IPOB was not possessing arms, what was happening to the youths in Igbo land? Nigerian police and soldiers, they use them to learn targets. You know targets? Dots. Unarmed IPOBs were being gunned down on daily basis. Every minute that goes in the southeastern Nigeria, an IPOB member dies, gunned down. But what happened? What happened? What did America say? What is United Nations saying about it? Don't we have EU and AU again? We cry and cry and cry and cry to God. What happened? God proffer solution. When Gideon cried to God, Gideon, God proffer solution through the prophets. When David cried and cried to God, what happened? God proffer solution through prophets. Solomon, Uncle, Hezekiah, the rest of the kings, God did not come down. He proffered solution through his men, prophets. So now, to stop the killings of the Igbo youth, what happened? IPOB has no option than to take up arms.
You don't fight agitation in the Federal Republic of Zoo, where Fulani herdsmen, bandits, and Boko Haram are killing men as if they are killing flies, rats, grass cutters, name them. The IPOB has resolved to take up arms. And there's nothing, absolutely nothing anybody could do about it. You don't agitate empty-handed. Niger Delta militants,
Taking up
over
arms
the years.
against a sovereign nation.
Yes, because we are sovereign nation.
Is it not terrorism?
Biafra existed before Nigeria. Nigeria started in 1914, 107 years ago. Biafra started 500 years before the explorers invaded West African region. The Spanish, the Portuguese, the British, the Belgians, the Dutch. Invasion of West African region, Biafra was. Have you understand that?
We have the bites of.
We are sovereign nation before Nigerian sovereignty. So we agitated for our rights, self-determination. They take up arms, kill Igbos, innocent youths on daily basis. What do you expect? When a man throws concrete, stone, laterite at a fellow man, the fellow man pick iron and threw at him. Did you know what the man said? The first person that picked stone and pelts. He said, "Why are you throwing iron to me? Didn't I throw stone at you? He that pelts stones. Why are you asking for pan kernel at return? If you throw stone at me, if I want to throw back at you, I can pick up anything. I can pick up anything. I find injuring, something that can injure you, injurious, and pelt it back at you." That is the issue between Nigerian soldiers, police, and other forces that have been killing Biafrans, innocent Biafrans in the southeastern Nigeria. It is obvious that they killed and massacred Mazob. Uwazurika did not do anything about it. The man that brought about this sacrifice of change in the southeastern Nigeria. But the man that has come and started this instrument of sacrifice himself. He sacrificed his father, he sacrificed his mother. He sacrificed people in the Afiaruku community in Abia State. He is still paying the payments. He's disbursing same payment of sacrifice, body-wise, corporal sacrifice, because he's suffering in the detention now. His name is Mazen Nandekano. He has no option than to pick arms. It is no treasonable felony. Those charges are void and null. The people bringing up all those charges are morons in the legal field and practitioner. They don't know the meaning of international jurisprudence. They don't know the meaning of local jurisprudence. Even when you talk about sovereign jurisprudence, Malami Ibrahim doesn't know anything like that. He just went to the law schools that is meant for Arabic and Islamic people that are, interested to know that. Not general law. He didn't read it. You don't accuse somebody treasonable felony when you are the one that rubbish his rights. You rubbish his father's right and his mother's right. You defile the palace of the king, killing many people there. And there you are now. You are saying rubbish, proscribing his father and mother terrorists. Is a sacrilege in Igbo land. Is a sacrilege in Israel, in the land of Israel, to enter the palace of the king and soil it with blood without the king approving it or giving you a marching order to kill somebody. Mazi Israel, Igbo Israel, Eze Israel, His Royal Highness Eze Israel Kanu, that is his name. His right was violated by Nigerian government. Courtesy Lieutenant General Brutai, the current serving ambassador to Republic of Benin. Who is reasonable? Who is right? Who is following the law? Who is honest? And who is doing the needful? And who is agitating for self-determination? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is. Indigenous people of Biafra are the one doing so.
Thank you very much. Final thought, Mr. Raphael. You have spoken extensively.
The total compliance of the Igbos Southeast, of the sit-at-home order yesterday has redefined the polity played in the entire southeastern Nigeria. It has indicated that the control of that geographical area of Nigeria, or you call it southern hemisphere, southeastern hemisphere of Nigeria, the control is on the two pens of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. From Onitsha market to Aba market, from Ayazu market to Nnewi market, Nnewi market to Mbuka Mbo, to Owerri, to where? Port everywhere. Akwa Ibom, Cross River, Delta State, even Asaba, they all complied yesterday. It was a ghost town. It was ghost cities yesterday. Ghost cities.
Except for Umuahia.
Umuahia, Okeze Bazu say they should go their normal businesses. But I can tell you that there is no yet physical evidence that Umuahia did come out yesterday. No physical evidence was in place. It was just a mere empty claim to, disrespect Nnamdi Kanu, to disrespect indigenous people of Biafra. That people are speculating that there was business going on at Umuahia yesterday. It wasn't like that.
Thank you very much. And,
I like Biafra. I love her land and people. Everything is there for Biafra. Make we join hand. Make Biafra better.
thank you very much, Mr. Raphael. I have another wonderful gentleman, Mr. Chigozie.
Good morning, Christian. Good morning, esteemed viewers across the globe.
Okay.
I want to use this opportunity to facilitate with my big mommy. She has been one of the respected fans to Flip TV, in the person of Big Mommy Nkechi, on the occasion of her 76th birthday, if I'm not mistaken. I want to wish you happy birthday, long life, and prosperity. May the good Lord continue to keep you safe. May the good Lord continue to preserve you. Is a great mother who loves her children, who has a great passion for her own people, who desire that one day that Biafra will be set free, that the level of oppression and subjugation meted on the Biafran people will become a thing of history. And of course, yesterday confirms to this reality that the people of Biafra are no longer interested. The southeastern region, the old eastern region, are no longer interested in Nigeria. Look at the threat meted out by the governors. If you don't come out, you will die, you will do this. And the governors and their supposed security agents, you are not there to preserve the people. Even those that dare to come out and they met their Waterloo, and in fact, the government or the governors should be held responsible for the death of these people, because they gave them such assurance that once they come out, they will be protected. So they went on ground to protect the people, and then there are some cars that were burned down. These are the people that foolishly yielded to the instructions of the governors that they should come out, that nothing is happening. You can see the level of deception by the if in fact, oh God should help me. In fact, I think with this development, I will want to enroll as I have an ambition to study law, so that I can make several cases. I can make several cases for people. The people who died as a result of yesterday's incident the government or the governor should be held responsible because they assured them that there will be protection for them, and there were no security people, personnel, or whatever to safeguard life and property. I mean, I think they should be taken to ICC and be made to pay billions of dollars if need be, if in fact to serve as a deterrent. And of course, unfortunately for those who died, I may want to say a shame to them. It is a living testimony to others that are living that when the current governors or when this current government tell you there is peace, you have to scurry for safety because everywhere is deserted. You have to run for your life. When they ask you to wait, you better leap. You better fly if you can develop wings. You see, they have no facility. You can't hold them by their word. You can't trust them by their words. You see, this is an example. Of course, everywhere was deserted yesterday because people are mourning. People are no longer interested with the level of deprivation. I mean, I want to ask people that say that their tomato and this will spoil, that their goods, they will not be able to make earnings. For over 60 years now, Nigeria got independent, or barely 60 years. Trillions of dollars has been expended by this same government, and yet we can't have potable drinking water. Yet we can't have 6 hours stable electricity. I mean power. We can't have good roads, access to good roads. Look at our communities, those areas like Aba. The governors have been looting and looting upon looting. They have not been able to fix the roads, which is basic facility that everybody can use, including the governors when they are blowing the siren and all that. They have not been able to fix it for good 60 years. And they're telling you that sit at home will cause, we have an adverse effect on the economy of the people or the nation or the state. Isn't that ironical? Isn't that a shame? That for good 60 years, we still don't have facilities. Look at Sunday, who has an issue, of course, will I call it a cancerous sore? You see, it is cancerous because once it's now affecting the other leg, which invariably, I don't know, God will help him, and it's very unfortunate. I may not say much about that, and I think whether it is Orthodox will be better or traditional, I don't know, but I think for whoever who has supported this noble cause, to assist him, may the good Lord bless you. That is what I may have for you. And what next? You have not asked me any question.
We don't have much time, but Niger commissioner now abducted. See, it seems the abduction is getting towards the upper.
Yes, I much expected that, and I think they are heeding to my instruction. I said they should rather than going after the average Nigerian, average citizens, they should Gumis, if need be. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm given the opportunity to be, because whatever that we make these people uncomfortable should be the way forward. Because if you are after the average people, the government won't do anything. They are the ones who caused the problem, who caused this level of decadence, who caused misgovernance. You once said that Nigeria is not poor. If you are not poor and you can manage your resources, it means you are not just physically poor, you are not just intellectually poor. Your mindset, you have poor acumen. In fact, poverty rests to the power of 7. You see, you can know how to resolve such level of integration. Poverty leads to the power of 7. That is why Nigeria problem can never be solved. You see, you say you are not poor, and you have borrowed to the point of no return. To the extent that that you are using almost 80% of your annual revenue in servicing of debts. And people like Taiwan will say Nigeria is not poor. To Nigeria will say Nigeria is blessed with. When you are blessed with natural resources and human capacity, but you don't place value on them, is it not as good as debt? The person is dead. Nigeria is dead. You have good human resources, capacity that would have turned the whole system, economy booming. That would have been an advantage. You see, that would have drive economic hub. Technology wise and otherwise. And we continue to have drain brains, people living on daily basis, if not hours, the source of this contraction. And they are doing exceedingly well in other countries of this world, wherever they find themselves. Nigeria, the citizens within the contraction of Nigeria have been proven to be one of the best intellectuals, both in medical field, in scientific field, in technology, whatever, even in criminology. You dare not try a Nigerian man. Okay. So we are bet at all, but that does not mean I'm supporting crime. But as the situation stands, I think kudos to those bandits. They should also extend this kidnapping to the House of Assembly and the National House of Senate. And probably they should set example by adopting one of the governors. Okay. So that they will pay those money they have been looting and looting. They will go and bring it, repatriate them from UK, the British, which is the enemy of Nigeria, and other USA and others, so that the bandits will continue to spend. Okay, since they are adamant and bent at exterminating all of us, which we will not hit to. So on this premise, I may want to say that the country could no longer hold that a serving commissioner with all the security apparatus attached to him, yet could not feel safe and secured. Then that invariably suggests that Nigeria is on autopilot, okay, and we are heading for the unimaginable. Of course, whatever happens, Biafra is here. My father fought to live. We are living to fight. Not until the target is struck, we can't give in.
Thank you very much.
And that will bring rise to the Biafran state. Thank you once again, Mommy Nkechi. Congratulations. And may the good Lord bless you. 76 years.
Okay. Yeah, we've come to the end of bystanders at the newsstands. No, the stand is up. We are using fine. No.
Let me just see something.
We have come to the end of bystanders at the newsstands this morning. Mommy Nkechi, thank you for supporting Flip TV. We are saying happy birthday, happy 70th birthday. From here, we are saying more grace, more life to you. We have come to the end. Thanks for the man behind the camera, Mr. Femi. And also, I'm Christian Chuku on this one edition of the program. If you want to reach me on Facebook, Christian Chuku on Facebook. If you want to reach me on Facebook, Christian Chuku. And also, we are on Instagram, Flip TV NG on Instagram. You can reach us on Instagram and also on Facebook, E247, Flip TV, E247 on Facebook. Bye for now, till tomorrow, by God's grace.